What's good, y'all? It's your boy Alec, back with another video on the channel. Today I'm gonna be showing y'all how to make soul samples for the likes of Drake, Travis Scott, Don Toliver, and many more artists with your own vocals and switch ups. Let's get into it. So I'm gonna go over part one first. It started with this piano. Just was trying to make some like simple soul R&B progression. Didn't really have anything in mind when I was making it. Then after that, I exported it out. Shout out to Split Mind, Kiri Gibbs, and Simbo for putting me onto this idea. I just gave it some space in between and I pitched it down too. So then it ended up sounding like this. And that decay at the end that you hear, all I did is I just added a reverb on it with a bunch of decay so I could kind of not just abruptly stop and just keep going. So it's kind of more smooth. After that, I added this drum fill. This drum fill is from XY Nothing. I just chopped up the drum fill and I just added in parts that I thought, you know, could sound cool. So it sounds like this. And then I had to add my own vocals. The trick when you're adding your own vocals in is harmonizing. So all I did was I recorded through my mic and I just recorded a couple of different, you know, takes. These are the takes that I like the most. So I played the vocals by themselves. Very, very, very hard, very simple. Again, I just harmonized it. And the effects I added on that was, I added an EQ, I added an auto tune, because I can't sing like that, a little altar boy, and a Hall vintage verb. Little altar boy is really the main thing in these vocal loops that you make yourself, because this format right here, that is the most goated thing that you could do. I don't know how to explain it, but it just kind of just makes your vocals just sound nicer. And after that, I grabbed these two vocals. They're from the one-shot kit I'm working on, picturesque one-shot kit, coming soon. Very hard kit. This vocal actually will be in there. There's a lot of fire vocals that sound just like that in there. So make sure you guys are ready for when this drops, because it's about to be crazy. I added one of the vocals from the kit. I reversed it, I pitched it up and added a delay on it. So that vocal sounds like this. So in part B, I knew I wanted to switch up. What I did is I first started off with this pad from Analog Lab. It's the Ariana chords from Loophole 3. Hard ass Analog Lab bank. Definitely make sure you guys go get that. But it's just following the piano chords. So this sounds like this. So very simple. For effects on that, all I did is add this ShaperBox. It's not working. ShaperBox be tripping sometimes. I added a pan and a sidechain on it, so that's why you hear it kind of going in and out, like flowing. Pretty self-explanatory. And then just the EQ, take out some of the annoying sounds. After that, I got the original piano, exported it out, and because I didn't want the piano to be on the second part, but I kind of wanted that element, I exported the piano out. I added a bunch of effects on it. So I added this EQ, just took all the highs and lows out because I wanted it to be very filtered, and then a portal. It's this opposite preset. This is from Chase Vibes, new Analog Lab bank. I'm pretty sure it's coming out soon. And then this reverb. So the piano sounds like this. Could see the effects did a lot to it. After that, I knew I needed a bass, so I went to my go-to bass from the one-shot kit I'm working on, and I just added in, just following the bass notes. Pretty self-explanatory. This is what it sounds like. And the way I have it slide like this, basically you just go in here and you turn on this mono in this little tool up here, and basically let you slide the bass notes. Over here, I added these 2 manual slides. The way I did that, I just added short notes and double tapped it and then pressed this right here. And the reason I did that is because I feel like it just gives a better slide. I don't know, I just like it more. Then after that, I got the vocals and I added a delay on them, so they kind of sounded different and just had a lot more ambience to it. So a lot of delay on it. I just did it with this automation right here. And then after that, I knew I needed another sound. What I did is I went to Analog Lab. I got this Avalon Lead from Impulse by XY Nothing and Louis Flynn. And I just played in this pattern with my MIDI keyboard. So it sounds like this without any effects. And then I knew I needed effects, right? So what I did is I added this guitar rig, and I've been adding guitar rig on leads a lot, and I actually think that's a life hack because it just makes it kind of sound like a guitar or like some distorted shit, but it's really hard. So I added that, but turned the mix down because it's too much. And then I added this EQ and just this reverb, and then it sounded like this. So, you know, pretty good, but I kind of didn't like it too much. So I was like, okay, what can I do to make it different? I exported it out and I reversed it. I chopped it up a bit and added this volume automation. The way I did that, you just go up into this little thing right here, automate volume, very simple. If you guys want to learn more flips like this and more tricks like this, my Patreon is down in the description. I do 3 classes a week, free loops every other week, and free kits to all my platinum members. So I make sure y'all go get that right now. I teach a lot of different stuff, break down a lot of loops, make loops from scratch, beat critiques, you know, everything. So you guys make sure to go get that if you really want to learn the real sauce. But the reverse sounds like this in the end. Kind of like a texture, and I added a couple After Effects on that. I added this EQ, take the highs and lows out, a low filter, you know, just to make it a bit more filtered out, a chorus, fruity chorus. These 3 are all stock plugins, and this is just to, I don't know, give it that weird flangy effect, and then just a reverb to have the decay at the end, so when it stops, it doesn't abruptly stop, and it has some smoothness at the end. Then after that, I added this perc loop from XY Nothing's Avant-Garde one-shot kit. I use this perc loop a lot, and I really thought it fit in this, so it sounds like this. So I did add a couple things to it from the original. First of all, I pitched it down 9 semitones to make it just deeper and kind of more in the background. And then I added this fruity fast distort. And the reason I did that, it's not very usual to do that, but I did that because I wanted it to kind of have like that distorted kind of punchy feel. And then this EQ, take the highs and lows out, so kind of, again, wasn't too much. And then a reverb because it was dry. So originally it sounded like this. That's with effects, so you can see the difference. I liked it a lot, so I was like, you know, whatever, I'm gonna use that. And after that, I really just arranged it through, didn't do much. All I did at the end was I just added this bass stem, just so like if anybody wants to add the bass to the arrangement, they can have that. And I definitely recommend doing that if you're not gonna do full stems. But one thing I forgot to mention is in this second part B, I actually cut right here in the middle, and the reason I did that is because I feel like I wanted more vocals, I wanted more space for the vocals, so like that cutoff is very nice. So I'll just play it for you guys. So you can see that cutoff does a lot. To make the switch up from part 1 to part B smooth, what I did is I exported out the chords, the pad chords. I pitched it up an octave and I reversed it. And then I just had this volume automation right here, automate volume, and it just kind of goes in smoothly. So it kind of just goes from one to the other. I'll play it by itself. And then it goes in. I mean, all I did after that, I just exported it out, pitched it down 2, and this is the final loop. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Make sure to go get my Patreon down in the description if you want to learn more stuff like this on a more daily basis and you want free loops from me. Teach a lot of sauce in there. So definitely go check that out. And picturesque one shot kit coming soon. Very hard kit, crazy textures, crazy accents, crazy everything, crazy vocals. This kit's gonna be fire. Make sure you guys get ready for that kit because it's an amazing kit. But yeah, I'm gonna catch y'all later. Peace out.